Okay, I've been asked to do an instructional video on Paul Weller's Blink or You'll Miss It off of the CD Time Is Now, I think, from 2007. Anyway, great song, really cool vibe. To me, it has a definite kind of Lenny Kravitz feel to it. I don't know if that was intentional or conscious or actual or not for Weller on this piece, but to me it certainly has that kind of a, I don't know, almost a Hendrixy kind of a vibe to it that Kravitz recreates so well on some of his stuff. But anyway, the bulk of the song happens in between the frets of 5 and 9, right in here. And the opening riff utilizes a fair amount of the open E string. In fact, that's how the song begins, is by striking that open E. And then Weller comes in at the 7th fret and plays a bar chord. At least that's how I play it. I know most of his, he doesn't really bar. He kind of just grips the neck like this. But I find it much easier to actually come in and bar the whole thing. It's just cleaner for me. So here we are again at the 7th fret. You strike the open E. And then there's your chord that you want to strike, and it's basically, it's like an A minor down here, but minus the ring finger. Put that up at the 7th with a bar, and you got. Then you drop down 2 frets and bar the lowest 4 strings, the D, G, B, and E. And I think if you hit that open A with it, it even is a little bit better. So again, that move is. And then we come to what is kind of the main groove of the song. It's kind of the cool Hendrixy kind of thing. And it'll be easier for me to show it to you rather than explain it to you. But it's basically here at the 5th fret where you come down to the A string, 5th fret, hammer on at the 7th, and then against bar all the bottom 4, back to the 7th A, 5th A, open E, back up to the 7th fret, that's just a move that you're going to want to practice over and over and over until you can get it nice and smooth, and get the sequence in from the 7th to the 5th, and then from the 5th back up to the 7th fret. Once you get that move down, I think you've got kind of the heart of the song down, and probably the hardest part of the song down as well. Now Weller does a variety of fills as he does that riff over and over. I'm assuming because he doesn't want the song to sound redundant. I certainly haven't mastered them all or even deciphered them all, but you know, of course, this is the main one. Sometimes he does a bend at the 7th on the G and the B strings like this. Let's see if I can actually bend these. And then lift off and strike the bottom E. And then kind of part B of the verse, after Weller does the back and forth from the 5th to the 7th, and the 7th to the 5th over and over, he comes up here to the 8th fret and does kind of a triangle shape here chord. Let me move my camera to see if we can get a better shot of that. So I'm here at the 8th fret, I bar. My middle finger is on the G string 9th fret. My pinky is on the B string 10th fret, and my ring finger is on the A string 10th fret, and I get this. So here's how he goes. Down to the 7th fret. So I'll do that again. I play those accents with the middle finger there. And then I'm back down here to the 3rd fret to finish it in a, I guess that's a G chord, isn't it? Yep, that's a G chord. Okay, I hope that's not too disjointed for you. Now, I guess Steve Craddock plays a nice little part that goes over the top of that when Weller's playing the right? Sometimes Craddock is doing this. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, so here we are at the 5th fret and 7th fret. Index finger is on the B string 5th fret, and ring finger is on the A string 7th fret. And I use, you know, a pick between my thumb and index finger here, and my middle finger at the same time to do some picking. So let's see if I can catch this for you. So again, I'm not sure what they call this in guitar speak, but you're basically just moving up and down the neck at the 5th and the 7th, at the 7th and the 9th, at the 10th and the, let's see, pardon me, what is that? That is the 8th and the 10th, and then at the 10th and the 12th, back down to the 8th and 10th. So again, that's and I think that's actually one of Weller's kind of favorite little things to throw in songs. I noticed that's on Above the Clouds too. And I think he does it on some other songs of his. Is just kind of a nice way to fill in some backing guitar tracks. Okay, so the last part I'm going to show you is kind of the solo part that he plays 2 or 3 times at the end of the chorus. And let's see if I can find it here. If we're here, so again, we're at the 7th and the 9th, and it's like this. And I'm gonna show it to you rather than explain it, and then we'll explain it. So here we are at the 7th fret, G string, 9th fret, eighth fret, B string, and then here at the 8th and 9th frets on the G and B string slide up. Now we're on the bottom 2 strings at the 6th fret sliding up to the 7th, and then up to the 10th. And those are basically the main parts of the song. Now there are some fills, you know, that Weller does. You know, he does all kind of wild stuff between the 5th and the 7th frets as fills, but I've shown you 2 of the main ones. And those 2, and you know, you can do other kind of fills that are pretty simple to kind of make it more interesting, but those are really the 3 parts of this great song. You put those together and I think you've got something really cool. So I hope that helped, and enjoy.